practicing being in a reality show. Hold on. There. Now. Now, if I can do that... No, stop it, no. If I can do that with, like, 25 kids behind me that are all mine, I'd get a job on that. What channel is that Octomom show on? The Learning Channel? It's the what? What channel? TLC. The Learning Channel. Is that right? Well, what am I learning here, then? Is it the Learning Channel? Yeah. And it's like all the channels that used to be channels, I know I'm turning into Andy Rooney. Things used to be different. But, I'm like the Muppet Andy Rooney. But it's like, did my tie move there? That'd be awesome. Thanks. I know that young people find that attractive when you wear your tie slightly to the side. It's the new thing. Instead of going like that with your hat, you wear your tie, or you wear your tie all the way around backwards. Anyway, the channels used to be like the Learning Channel, you would learn stuff. The History Channel would be history. Now it's still history, but it's just all Hitler. Hitler in commercials for stuff to clean your feet. And MTV, no music. VH1, no music. CBS. Hang on. Hang on. I find myself on the horns of a dilemma. On the one hand, my contempt for the man. On the other hand, my love of money. Do I express my contempt for the man, or do I remain a prostitute? I'll give you my answer in a roundabout way. Just leave your money on the dresser.
It's hard to stay up, it's been a long, long day, and you got the Sandman at the door. But hang on, leave the TV on, and let's do it anyway. It's okay, you can always sleep through work tomorrow, okay? Hey, hey, tomorrow's just your future yesterday.
Ladies and gentlemen, Craig Ferguson.
Thank you. It's enough. Thank you very much. You've been too kind already. Please. Honestly, that's enough. Really. I think you must have mistaken me for Oprah in some way. Please sit down, relax. It's not that exciting. It's only me. But I brought lotion. Ooh, creepy already? You bet! Well, let's get the week off to the right start. Are you going to be creepy and weird and sexually predatory right from the very beginning? Yeah. I don't even know what that means. It's a great day for America, everybody. Yes, it is. You see, I was watching, I actually watched Oprah today. I was watching Oprah today on the TV. They got me a TV. She had Sarah Palin on her show. Ah! Sarah Palin was promoting her book about, she talks about her plans for the future. I think she wants to be the next leader of the free world, which is ridiculous, because Oprah was right there. You can't. Over the weekend, Liz Cheney hinted that her father, Dick, might run for president in... Well, I'm saying his name. Shut up. You ruined the whole show there. I'm kidding. I ruined the whole show about 5 years ago. Anyway, she was saying that Dick Cheney may run for president in 2012. And this news was greeted with cheers and hope and great relief, particularly from Democrats who are like, yeah! Now, this is true. This is a true story. I know that sometimes I say that and things are not true, like... But this is true. There's a woman in England. You remember England? We got rid of them a couple hundred years ago, but... Oh, yeah, that's right. No, we should be friends now. Well, actually, we should. Anyway, there's a woman in England that claims that she's got a medical condition that gives her 300 orgasms a day. And the doctor said to her, is that really true? And she was like, yes. Yes. Yeah. I'm doing this based on research. I've never actually seen one. Something like that. Anyway. You know, at Disney World in Florida installed all the hand sanitizers. They've got dozens of them all the way around to combat the swine flu. And I'm thinking, Disney, if you're really serious about not spreading germs, get that Donald Duck to start wearing pants. How come he comes out of the bath, right, with a towel around him, he gets dry and then takes the towel off and he's got no pants? He does it, it's cute. I do it, I get thrown out of the hotel. Anyway, do you remember, you know when Lou Dobbs quit CNN last week, apparently they paid him $8 million to quit his show, CNN. $8 million to quit his show. I know, I'm like, what? I'd quit this show for $40. I'm serious. For $20, I'd give Andy Rooney a lap dance. I'm not kidding. Dance, Ferguson. Don't you hate it? Don't you hate it when... I hate it the way kids don't grind when they give you a lap dance. Anyway, you know what I'm thinking this weekend? I did what most Americans didn't do, or the other way around. Anyway, I didn't go and see 2012 this weekend, but everyone else, it looks like everyone else, it made a ton of money this weekend. The Mayans warned us. A lot of people right now apparently are wishing that the Mayans had warned them about the movie, but I know... I shouldn't say that. I should not say that. Some people actually enjoy watching the human suffering, and these people are called divorce lawyers. Usually the big disaster movies come out in the summer. I think with the global warming, though, it means you're going to have to see movies like this all the year round. And the movie is so successful that already, probably, I guess, I'm making it up. No, it's true. They're working on a sequel. When the world ends again. It'll be called 2013, The Legend of Curly's Gold. Yeah. All right. You're welcome, people that enjoy topical movie references. When did Curly's Gold come out? Like 20 years ago or something? Good movie, though. Anyway, the people that keep track of the movie audiences say that 2012, the movie audiences were 52% male and 48% female, except in LA when it was 42% male and 20% not sure. Or in transition. And a lot of people are freaked out at the movie, you know, it's like 2012 is the end of the world. It's not supposed to be taken serious. It's a popcorn movie. It's directed by the same guy that made Independence Day. He's German. And I'm thinking to myself, who would have thought a German would have an insatiable lust for destruction and mayhem? Who would have thought that? Oh, please, don't applaud that. Come on. Let's let it go and move on. Anyway, Independence Day. Independence Day is a great movie. You know, that's the same guy that made that. I love the Independence Day. I think the alien invasion is more believable than the world ending in 3 years. I loved that movie, Independence Day. The space creatures from the Independence were very weird looking, very kind of. You got a picture of one of them weird creatures? That, yeah, remember that? He's been here a couple of times. He does this with his hands. I admire that. Do you remember on Independence Day when the White House got destroyed? Well, in 2012, it gets destroyed again. And in fact, all the big national landmarks get it. The White House gets destroyed, Mount Rushmore gets destroyed, 3 out of the 5 Baldwin brothers get destroyed. And it... Not the important ones. Anyway, all the disasters in 2012 happened because the reason the movie is because of the shifting of the poles, which would be awful if that really happened. Because I always dance at the same one. It's the only way my regulars can find me. Do you know what I would do, though? I swear to God, I'd tell you the truth. If I knew the world was going to end in 3 years, you know what I'd do? I'd start smoking. I haven't had a cigarette in 15 minutes. No, 10 years. It's 10 years I had a cigarette, but I'd start smoking again. Because, you know, I'd be 20 pounds lighter. I'd look like a supermodel. I'd look like a thin hobo then. I tell you what, I'd smoke cigarettes, I'd start eating fatty foods, I'd stop wearing this stupid toupee, I'd listen to it all. I've said too much. It's time for the commercial break, so it's time for my big finish then. They've given me a note to do a big finish before the commercial break. Here's the commercials. Welcome back to the big show where I'll be introducing my 8 kids later on. To each other. That'll be the twist. Do we have time for email? You bet we do, Dad. 8 times. I thought I would just read them to myself tonight. See how that works. Nah, it's not working, is it? This is from Kevin in Fayette City in Pennsylvania. Kevin says, "Hi, Craig. Have you considered throwing your considerable influence behind the development of inertial electrostatic confinement fusion technology? If not, could you do more musical stuff with puppets?" I'd put my money on puppets, Kevin. From Harry in Tampere in Finland. I hope I've said that right. It's Finland. What's a Finnish accent? I'll just do Indian, because that's what I do. Hello, Craig. I love your show and all. It's not very Finnish accent, is it? I love your show and all, but I need to know. I'm just not believing that this is from Finland. It is from Finland, though. All right, I'll try again. Hello, Craig. I love your show and all, but I need to know that... Nah, that's a bit more like it, isn't it? I'll just read it. You need to know that I hate all of that Andy Warhol, Salvador Dali, giraffe stuff. I hate them from the bottom of my heart. Please stop. I don't know what you're talking about. You're talking about this? Ooh. Or are you talking about this? Or are you talking about this? Ooh. Is that the stuff you hate? Is that all the stuff you hate? Oh, sorry. Tell me how to do the show. You're beginning to sound like that douche. Wait, hold on a minute. Just hold on. Wait a minute. Did I get this right? Did you just get an ooh? You got an ooh from them? You bastards! They gave you an ooh? As I thought, free candy wins again. Don't ooh him. He's the one that does that, that makes me do this, and makes me wear this, and what's underneath these. I'm sorry if I upset everybody there. Do you believe these people? If you're watching at home right now, call the cops. Don't. Apparently that's illegal. Don't. No, don't. I'm not saying do that. Don't. Get off the phone! I can't believe that you... Don't... No, wait. Don't applaud me after you oohed him. Pick a side, you bastards. Pick a side. Don't do that. Don't say ooh la la. Two reasons why that happened. One, if you're just joining the show, congratulations, you missed most of the worst parts. But that was Michael who produces the show, and earlier on he got an ooh because I said something rude about him and the audience turned on me. And then, I know, and they turned on me, and then, so I thought, well, we'll just see how, and so I made Michael present the show, but I wouldn't give him a microphone. And I happen to know that he really hates being on camera. Now, you have to ask yourself this about tonight's studio audience. They know that Michael hates being on camera, and they applauded me for putting him on camera. I'd like you all to go to your dictionaries or computers and look up the word capricious. Capricious. C-A. Precious. I'm terribly sorry, Michael. I'm terribly sorry. I didn't mean to embarrass you. I'm sorry for putting you on such a bad show. I'll get you on a better show next time. My first guest tonight is the star of the CBS new hit drama NCIS. No, NCIS Los Angeles. It's on Tuesdays. It's on Tuesdays at 9 o'clock. Take a look at this clip. You'll remember.
What the hell? Someone's shooting.
He used to be on the NCIS show. He's now breaking out to do projects on his own. Please welcome LL Cool J. Welcome.
Thank you. Thanks. Thanks.
Welcome. It's very nice to see you again. And they killed you in the episode?
I guess you gotta watch and see, huh?
Ah.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Is it kind of like an A-team thing? Like
I certainly hope so.
Yeah, oh, yeah. But they used to always, like, they were never killed with the stuff in the A-team. They would just get, like, stuff, bombs would go off, and then everyone would be all right.
Yeah, Mr. T would fix his haircut, and it was all over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good times.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
That was a good show as well, yeah. Easy credit rip-off.
Are you having a good time on this show? Are they treating you right at CBS? Because they don't treat all their employees right. I'm not implying anyone in particular. Some people they treat very well, and other people's they just completely
I mean, if you quit for
really.
$40, you said earlier.
40 bucks, yeah.
40 bucks. I mean, that pretty much says it all, huh?
Would you quit the show you're on for $8 million? Yeah,
No.
yeah. Oh, come on.
No.
No?
Nah.
8 million? 8 million, walk away.
Nah. For what? I'm loving it. I'm enjoying myself.
You can enjoy yourself with $8 million, man.
All right. No. All right, let me look. Can I come back the next day? Like, can I leave and just...
You start your own show.
But I'm doing all right.
All right.
Okay, correct?
Fair enough, then. You're enjoying yourself.
I'm
and
doing
it's
okay.
It's a big hit as well.
Yeah,
That's unusual.
I get free craft service. I'm doing okay.
What do you eat from the craft service? Do you enjoy the orange twiglets?
Everything that's bad for you.
But you're in great shape.
I know.
How can you do that?
Because every time you walk by craft service, you have a rattlesnake cup. That is
Yeah.
bizarre. That is just absolutely like, every time you take a sip, it's like, that's like crazy. That is insanity. And it says censored on the bottom.
Yeah, well, I drew a penis on the bottom.
Yeah, well,
Oh, hey. It's they made me put a censor on it.
it fit?
No. Well, it was just a little.
Oh,
tiny,
yeah.
It was. I can't remember. I can't remember if it was a rattlesnake.
It's all about the perspective. I understand.
Yeah. It was an artistic thing. What?
The rattlesnake was talking.
Are you high? Are you? I see now. You're amongst friends. Relax.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Intervention. Everybody, come on in.
No, you don't want any. There's none of that here.
Yeah.
Well, some. Well,
A little bit.
Yeah. So what you doing then with the NCI? You moved to LA. You have to move to LA.
I moved to LA, brought the kids to LA. I'm having a fun time. You know, I'm enjoying the show. It's a lot of fun.
Are you going back to New York for Thanksgiving, for the holidays?
Probably will. You know, go back, have a little turkey, a little stuffing, a little cranberry sauce, have some fun, you know. A little pie, some pumpkin pie.
Do you make the food? You do it?
No, brave heart, I don't.
Oh, yeah.
I'm high, yeah.
No, he's Australian, you know.
Yeah.
Not William Wallace.
Mel Gibson.
Mel Gibson.
I know.
Do you know Mel Gibson?
No.
No. He, whoa, yeah. So he's an Australian, but people give him a hard time for getting drunk. But he's an Australian guy who played a Scottish guy. I mean, he's going to get drunk. I mean, what are the odds? Australian and Scottish mixed together.
You know what? Shane Brennan, the executive producer, is Australian.
Yeah.
You know, the executive producer of NCIS and NCIS Los Angeles is a great guy.
Right.
You know, he's Australian. We have a great time.
Does he drink a lot?
I don't know. I'm not into his private
he drinks
life.
a lot. Yes, of course. He's Australian. He drinks a lot.
Eats a lot of candy when he's around me, so I'm not sure.
That's right. Yeah. Menthol candy.
Yeah, menthol candy.
Yeah.
Always smells like candy.
It always smells like candy, and then disappears and comes back a little bit later.
Smelling like more candy.
Like smelling like more candy and kind of cheerful.
Yeah, real cheerful.
Yeah.
Giggly.
Giggly and said, "I just had a great idea." Yeah. I never get to work with guys like that anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. I guess. Come on, cup. Do they give you your own cup?
He's here.
Yeah. Did they give you your own cup on NCIS?
Not yet.
Well, I've been here for a while.
Yeah.
This is the CBS, the CBS sign of excellence.
Yeah, the rattlesnake cup.
Yeah, that's you, when you know you've arrived at CBS.
Well, you know you arrived when he bite the hell out of you.
Yeah. Have you ever eaten snake?
No, not that I know of.
No, I've eaten snake. It's not bad, actually.
Then again, well, never mind.
Anyway, well, listen, it's nice to see you. I'm glad you're having fun on the show. Congratulations, it's a huge hit.
I'm very grateful. You know, I'm having a good time.
Yeah,
you know, I'm enjoying
it's
it.
terrific.
You know, great cast, great, you know, people to work with, and
long may it continue.
you know, hey, I hope so.
Yeah.
From your mouth to God's ears.
Well, and if it doesn't work out, ask for the $8 million.
If it doesn't work, I'll just sit here and talk with you.
Nah, you'll be all right.
Yeah, I'll
There's
just
no
talk
money
to
in
you.
that, trust me. LL Cool J, everybody.
I love you.
Wait a minute. You got served. During the commercial break, that young lady in here felt like busting loose. She was like, get up off that thing. And I was like, what? And it just made me want to dance. And then I said, you got served. And then you came back, and now you're here. Is it slightly awkward tonight, is it? I think the whole thing's slightly awkward tonight. And you know what? I kind of like that. Everything's just a little bit, what the hell? That's good. That means we're really here and we're not reading anything, and no one's helping us in any way. Shouldn't they help you, though? Isn't that what they do in TV? It's what they used to do in TV. This is a whole new thing. Crap. Well, come on now, that's not right. That's not fair. That's not fair. There's been crap in TV for many years now. Now, my next guest is not crap. She's actually in one of the good shows. She's an actress, she's a writer, she's on the show called The Office, which is on Thursday nights on a cable network called NBC. That's an inside joke for people who still watch NBC. Oh, shut up. Shut up. What? That's right. Blame me. I'm the scheduler at NBC. It's my fault. They said, Craig, what'll help NBC? I've got an idea, I said. We can cut all this out. Take a look at this. Mindy Kaling, everybody. Mindy Kaling. Sensational.
Thank you.
I love this. Look, pleats, folds, pleats.
Yeah.
It's nice. I like it very much.
I'm impressed with your knowledge of pleats.
I know about pleats. I watch Project Runway. I can tell you about folds and pleats.
I was reading your book this weekend.
One that I own or one that I wrote?
The one that you wrote.
I've written two.
Well, your autobiography that just came out.
Oh, that one. I didn't write that one.
Well, whoever wrote it, I loved it.
Oh, thank you.
I thought it was really inspirational, and I just was really funny and moving, and no one handed you anything, and I just thought it was really cool.
Thank you very much indeed.
And you did a lot of drugs.
Many, many drugs.
Every page, it was like inspirational story. Oh, a drug I've never heard of.
Oh, really?
Turn the page, more inspirational stuff.
And then
new
some
drug.
drugs. Yeah. It was kind of
It was a big turn.
Yeah, a little up and down. Are you? Do you have a terrible drug problem yourself, or are you all right?
It's not a problem yet.
Right. Well, you're in the honeymoon period.
Exactly.
Then. Yeah.
I'm at the time when people at parties, when it gets boring, they're like, "Where's Mindy?"
Right.
But
That's good. Yeah. Very quickly that turns to, oh, there's Mindy. Yeah. No. So you have to, it goes from where's Mindy to there's Mindy like that. So be careful. Enjoy it while you can.
See, that should be your next book.
What?
How to be a nice, affable drug addict. How to be the one that everyone wants to...
Step one. Stop taking the drugs. Right there. That'll move you to the next direction.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I loved your book. I thought it was really great.
Nice. That's very nice. What about, have you written a book?
No, but it was inspiring. I haven't lived enough yet. I was sort of thinking, though, that if you wrote the book like 15 years from, like, I wouldn't have that much to say.
How much older am I than you? I'm not asking you your age, but generally.
No, it's fine. I turned 30 this year.
All right, and I'm 47, so that's 17 years older than you. That's 17 years more. I was 30 when I stopped, 29 when I stopped drinking and taking drugs.
Okay, so my window is just...
Yeah, you're, bomb, closed.
Yeah, I mean, it's a much less interesting story, I think. But...
No, that's only because you lived it. I don't think my story is interesting either. And then when I wrote it down, I still think it's not interesting, and people go, oh, that's interesting. And I go, really? Who are you? And they say, we're the police, and we've always wondered what happened that night. So, there you are.
I'm excited to be back here because I have to give you an update about a place that
Yes, I was going to ask you about the frozen custard place you went to in Las Vegas. Love its frozen custard. It's a great place.
Great place.
Yes.
Love Las Vegas.
Yes.
I got in a little bit of trouble.
Why?
Well, I went to the custard place with my friends on my 30th birthday.
Yeah.
And while
you
we
told
were in
me
the
this.
parking
You didn't
lot,
like it. It was cracky. You liked the custard, but you thought the neighborhood was cracky.
We saw a naked man expose his penis to us when he was walking around the parking lot.
Naked men will do that.
I love penis as much as the next person.
Hey, who doesn't love penis?
I don't like it when it's a surprise.
Right.
I don't like it when it's in the dark.
Right. Well, you got to try and open your mind a little bit.
Oh, no. In the dark. I don't know how I started
And also,
talking
it's a
about
surprise.
this.
Sometimes it's about, like, happy birthday, surprise.
And then I said that I thought that the neighborhood was kind of dangerous.
Yes.
And then, I got so much trouble about it. There was people...
from the residents of the neighborhood?
Oh, the residents of the neighborhood got so angry with me, which is too bad because I love the frozen custard. It got to the point where on Facebook, there is a Facebook group of people, it's called a group of people who live in the neighborhood around Lovett's Frozen Custard who are against Mindy Kaling.
That's their name? Well, you know what you want to do then?
What?
You want to apologize and get into rehab. That's what you do. Whenever you do anything in show business and you get into trouble with people, get yourself into rehab as soon as you can.
I think that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Well,
And say you've got an addiction to some kind of...
something, right?
Sex is always interesting.
I'm going to try that. Well, I was going to, like, join the group and be like, Mindy Kaling's not that bad. Like,
oh, yeah, I like that. A little bit of fifth column, yes, that's good. Try and slowly turn them around.
Have my, like, boyfriend go in there and be like, I heard she's awesome, screw you guys.
Yeah.
But I think it would be transparent.
Well, certainly no, it's probably...
I just think that I shouldn't be getting such a hard time if you were at a parking lot at a place and a naked woman approached you. It's not the same. It's not the same. It's not.
You have read my book, haven't you?
Anyway, I feel bad about it, but I just thought
what
I'd
do you
go
feel
on
bad?
record.
You feel bad about they're mad, or you feel bad about the fact that you were kind of slightly disparaging about their neighborhood? Where if you feel you were telling the truth, then stand by your guns. But if you're just, in
that moment, I feel like any person who was there would have said, this is not the safest of neighborhoods. This is not the most savory of experiences. I don't think I should. But I also don't want Las Vegas to think that I think the whole place is just full of...
Las Vegas is a spiritually uplifting wonderland, and I don't think anyone who's ever been to Las Vegas will think any less of it because of you said it was a little bit cracky near the frozen custard stand that I sent you.
Yeah.
Where are you going next? I'll send you to a nice place to eat.
I'm going to New York.
I can help you. What do you enjoy eating? Do you like the pizza?
Yeah, I love...
All right. There's a pizza place.
Hold on, Grandpa. Let me take notes.
Right. Now, back in my day, there was a pizza place. There's a pizza place.
You can say anything to me. I just love you so much.
No, you have to go here, right? You have to go. It's it's First Avenue.
Okay.
Between 9th and 10th Street. Rosemary's Pizza.
Okay.
All right, go there. That's all that other stuff that people talk about in New York. Oh, the best pizza here. They're all delusional.
Is there going to be like some unsafe aspect to this pizza place that I'm going to discover when I'm there?
What could possibly go wrong? It's the edge of the East Village. It's nothing.
Oh, in your book, I read that, I don't know if you guys knew this, but Craig was a bouncer.
Yes.
Isn't that the craziest I'm sorry. I just don't think you'd be a very good bouncer.
I wasn't. I was a terrible bouncer, but I was still a bouncer. I didn't say I was a good bouncer. I just said I was hired by someone who clearly...
Who would hire you to be a bouncer? I'm sorry. If I wanted to, like, go start a fight in a club and I saw he was standing in front of it, I'd be like, that club.
Go right ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
That is like,
It's true. It's true. But, you know, it's...
Was it all, like, attitude? Were you just like, hey, you better not start any trouble?
Me do this? If I did this, people would go, what you doing? I'd be like, I hurt my hand. I'm trying to get a ring off. No. I like your ring. Is that a ring that goes on 2 fingers? That's a knuckle duster.
I'm married to 2 men.
Look at that. That's a knuckle duster right there.
It's pretty awesome.
That's illegal. We're out of time, by the way. We are completely out of time.
Oh.
Is there any neighborhoods around the United States you want to give a hard time before you go?
I love every neighborhood. Don't start a Facebook group against me.
And I just want the people of Las Vegas who live in the vicinity of Lovett's Frozen Custard to know that I in no way endorse Mindy Kaling.
This is just...
I'm not hanging you out here.
It's not right. It's not right.
And I have to say, I think Mindy secretly doesn't feel that way, and I think she loves that neighborhood, and she just doesn't know how to tell you. Isn't that like?
Mm-hmm.
Now, everybody, calm down. Yes?
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Calm down, everybody. Enjoy the commercials. We'll be right back.
What did we learn on the show tonight, Craig?
Meow.
The audience oohed me tonight. They oohed me, and they were nice to Michael, the producer. My reign of terror is over. I would like to offer my apologies to Ben Harper and the Relentless 7. I'm sorry we talked too much, that we don't have time for music tonight, except for a little bit of music, and here it comes. Ah. That's all we got time for. Good night, everybody. Good night.